Been to hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant, cause you ain't following up. One thing.
MS family, and today is Sunday, October 2021. Here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people, and I'm your host, MT, and with me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones. The Mr. come first because you gotta respect me. Drink water, live longer, and down below to the flizzle.
It's your boy Tay, one half of Sports Talk, Tay and Josh.
And it's your boy Josh Ox, aka today I'm Wolf Josh. You know what I mean? When I got my dashiki hat on, you know what I mean? See, my brother, keep your third eye open, man. I'm joking.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying, Mr. No Talk Marino on here today. So, title of today's show is Old Habits Die Hard. Obviously, Tom Brady going back to New England. That is a highly anticipated game today. And then the Eagles getting their ass whooped last week. So those are old habits. They normally get their ass beat by the Cowboys early on in the season. And then number three, we'll also talk about another bone. Yeah, then we'll talk about another bone that Mr. Jones has to pick later on, with the Meek Mill album and everything like that. Can't wait to talk about it. But let's get it started. Here we go. Don't start. We'll jump right in that shit. All right. Week 3, GBU. Gentlemen, how did you all feel about last week's action?
Okay. My goods, while I pull this shit up right quick. My goods are actually the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tampa Bay was a bad, technically. Well, I meant to say the New Orleans Saints. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say Jameis Winston. My bad. Jameis Winston was a good. I'd say another good was the I would actually say, surprisingly enough, another good was the Atlanta Falcons, because they keep proving that my prediction of the Giants is right.
They some shit. Yeah. They some shit.
And then my another good, which is probably one of the shocking goods of this year, was the LA Chargers beating the Chiefs at home and in Arrowhead.
Yeah,
that was a good. That was a crazy good. My bads, Baltimore Ravens, in particular, Hollywood Brown dropping 3 touchdowns. That was a bad, potentially ugly.
That's sick.
Yeah. Then I will go with another bad. I will go with the New England Patriots. That's another bad. Because they was not prepared for the Saints. They just wasn't. And if I had to go with another bad, it would have to be the Seattle Seahawks. They will be another bad. Here we go again. Having a double-digit lead, let it slip right between it, and then they got blown out in the second half. Now the uglies will have to be the two most unprepared coach-wise teams: the Chicago Bears and the Jets. Those are the two uglies.
Not the Eagles? Not the Eagles?
I expect the Eagles to lose. Are you serious?
Not like that.
Bad. That was kind of bad, though.
Nah. The Eagles weren't supposed to lose like that.
They got their ass up. All right, Josh. What you got, Josh?
All right. So the good, I got the Chargers defeating the Chiefs. The bad is going to be the Seattle Seahawks, which they are last place defensively wise, if y'all didn't know that. 32nd. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me get that right. The Falcons, the Jaguars, all the bottom teams have a better defense than the Seahawks. The Legion Boom days over. And then the bad got to be the Bears. Jeez, the Bears was terrible. terrible. I think the Bears. How many? With the penalties,
9
I think
sacks.
they only got what, like
None.
9 sacks.
But they only have
4.5 of them went to Myles Garrett. Half of them went to Myles Garrett. And I think the penalties, they only did like 1 yard with all the penalties.
Yep.
Yeah, so Matt Nagy might, he's fired, bro. He's probably gonna be fired, bro. If they don't pick up the slack. Good, bad, and ugly. Dang, that might be the ugly. I'm gonna put that there. The bad got to be the Eagles getting destroyed by the Cowboys. Jeez, that was terrible. Dang.
Yeah.
Just let you know, take cut off his phone, guys. He didn't want to hear y'all on Facebook on the group chat. He put it on silent. He turned off his phone while home. Just let y'all. Nah, man. No, he wasn't. Lies you say, man. The lies you say, man. They disappeared for like 24 hours on social media.
I'm like everybody else. I can deal with my losses very well.
Just to let y'all know, too much show. He almost blocked y'all.
I know he did.
I'm joking, but that's it for me.
All right,
Mr. Jones.
All right, so the good Buffalo bouncing back 43, dropping on the Washington football team. Another good, of course, the 9 sacks, 4.5 by Myles Garrett in particular.
Whoa. Hold on 1 second.
That's a good.
Mr. Jones. No. Hold on. I just wanted to stop with the whole Buffalo thing. You said bouncing back. They whooped the Miami Dolphins ass.
Yeah, they did.
Nothing.
My bad. Yeah, you're right.
That ain't a bounce back.
Yeah,
that's continuing.
They lost game one. Game one. My bad. All right. Also, Cleveland with the 9 sacks. That was a good as well. In particular, in the Cowboys game, Trayvon Diggs. I was critical of him last season. I said he shouldn't even have a spot on the roster. He got 3 picks in 3 games. He's actually playing pretty decent this year. Had a couple of pass breakups in the Eagles game as well. Yeah. Like Cowboys secondary look like they want to play this year. Also, Jameis Winston, man, he's having a decent season this year. I mean, he went to work, 28-13. What else do I have here? Of course, the LA Rams. I mean, Golan again. Yeah, they got the game. They got the win. They played well on defense. Had Tom frustrated at the end.
Yeah, man. You see the bromance between Stafford? That's bromance, man.
And also, Vegas in particular winning another close game. It seems like they found a way to pull out every game this season, starting off 3-0. Now, I mean, the bad and the ugly, man. I got to say it's the Eagles, man. They got their ass whooped. It was terrible. I thought it'd be a better fight than that. I thought it'd be a better fight than that.
Tay, I need you to.
I thought it'd be a better fight than that.
Tay is going through it now right now.
But Dak owned the East, though. If you look at Dak record against the East, he kind of owns the East.
So you telling me the Eagles is more ugly than looking at an unprepared
Tay, you need to follow. Tay, you need to follow.
Well, we expect the Bears to be that way. We said he's going to run for his life.
We expect the Jets to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we
expect the Eagles to get their ass whooped like that. We expect y'all to get your ass whooped like that.
Yeah, not like that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sometimes you can lose.
Where I got that strip sack touchdown, I was like, all right, this is going to be a good game.
And they still look terrible.
Yeah.
And they still look terrible before that.
Still
that's the point.
You weren't expecting a butt whooping like that, bro. You weren't expecting that, bro. You weren't expecting that. Come on, son.
Bro.
Mr. Jones did, though. Son.
I did say it was going to be theirs, though.
He said it was going to be a blowout. He did. He said it was going to be a blowout. I give him his credit for that. He called that. I wish I had put some money down on like a 20-point spread or 18-point spread because we beat the shit out of y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, Zeke was looking good. Pollard's getting fast 6 yards of rush. It's like all aspects of the game. I don't count special teams because we don't have one, but offense and defense, it just looked like a mismatch. I was like, I thought, it wasn't going to be that way. So, also too bad. Jason Peters, Jesus Christ, he was getting manhandled.
Yes,
it's about time for him to retire. He was getting embarrassed out there. Last year. He should have retired the Eagle.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So for me, all right. So ugly feel like y'all already said two of the things that I was going to say about the Chicago and the Jets and the Eagles as well for the third thing. But let's really talk about it for the ugly. Fucking Pittsburgh Steelers losing by 14 points to the Cincinnati Bengals. That was ugly. And they were at home in Heinz Field. Yeah, that was absolutely ugly.
Man, you
Plain and
the
simple.
Bengals. The Bengals are not that bad, bro.
No, hold on. Wait. I'm not sleeping on the Bengals. Trust me, I have Jamar Chase on two of my fantasy teams, and I got Joe Mixon and Jamar Chase on one of them. I'm not sleeping on the Bengals. And Mr. Jones would tell you in the TMS Fantasy League, Joe Mixon somehow lands in my lap every season, and I pick him up.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you always.
That's like being always been a Joe Mixon fan. Exactly. Somehow, yeah. He just lands in my lap, and I always pick him up. Always. But I will say, as bad as this, I'm going to be honest with you. The Baltimore Ravens narrowly beating the Detroit Lions. Like, seriously? Like, you just had a big game against Kansas City. And I get that Lamar might have been banged up, due to the cartwheel and everything that he did. But you should have been able to beat Detroit by more than 2 points. Also, another bad, I'm going to be honest with you, Tampa Bay's offense not being able to figure it out. The LA, what people don't realize, like, people may say, okay, yeah, Tampa Bay lost by 10. But what was actually more disrespectful was the way that LA Rams played Tampa's defense. I'm sorry, the way that the Rams played Tampa's offense. What do I mean by that? You basically told Jalen Ramsey he don't need to lock on any receiver. We just gonna have you as a floater. Sometimes we're gonna drop you off in coverage. Other times we're gonna have you blitz Tom Brady and put pressure on them. So the fact that Godwin and Evans had a decent game, but the fact that they didn't feel the need to have Jalen lock on to a wide receiver just lets me know how they felt about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their offense without Antonio Brown. They basically were saying, hey, we could beat y'all. Without our best corner locking on to one of your receivers and shutting them down, which they did. Another good. Go ahead, Mr. Jones. Go ahead.
I see. We can't undermine Matthew Stafford playing great that game too.
Oh yeah, Matthew Stafford played great, and then
him
I have
Cooper
two
Cup
goods that I want to end.
Him and Cup.
100%. Exactly. Hey, look, and in lieu of Josh's, you know what I'm saying, avatar, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, something to pay attention to. It's funny how Stafford always misses Deshaun Jackson or Robert Woods deep down the field, but he somehow catches Cooper Cup. Pay attention, my brothers. Okay, something going on there.
That's what I'm talking about, my brother. That supremacy is going on, my brother.
It is. Nah, but two things that's good. One, the Cowboys for the first time in, I don't know, several years, probably 10 years, are leading the NFL in takeaways. The Cowboys defense is number one in takeaways in the NFL. If you had told me this shit at the beginning of the season, I would have told you you're a liar. Okay? So that was good, and obviously beating the Eagles' ass. And then another good thing is this. We thought he was going to host Jeopardy. And guess what? The man had 37 seconds left and went down the field and got Mason Crosby in contention for the game-winning field goal. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers, hell of a win out there in San Francisco.
I think we're missing one more, too. We're missing Justin Tucker making a 66-yarder to win the game.
But here's the thing. Yeah, it is crazy, but at the end of the day, he should have never been put in that position. It's the Detroit Lions. Baltimore should not have struggled like that against Detroit. Let's be real.
I agree. But still, the fact that him making that, I mean, that's history. That's crazy.
It is.
Damn, man.
Yeah, but if it had to be, if it had to be one kicker to make that type of kick, it would have been Justin Tucker to make that type of kick.
You think he'd the GOAT?
I still think it's Adam Vinatieri.
Probably.
But he's right there.
Yeah. Adam Vinatieri got 3 rings.
Yeah,
actually, no, he got 4 because he got one with because Vinatieri got one with Indy as well. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's a four-time
Yeah,
Super Bowl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got
Oh
one.
Lord,
Yeah.
oh Lord,
So Vinatieri and
oh Lord.
Justin Tucker.
Straight up. Time for me to call the police. Too much negative around here. I'm gonna tell you that much right now.
Terrible. Terrible.
Somebody's
Man,
playing
in that gated
football
community.
with
You
a
stupid.
blunt in their mouth. Exactly. Yep. Time to get them up out of here.
You in that gated community.
Don't disturb
Calling
our
the
peace.
security. It's like, yeah, security. You're gonna turn into a Karen, the male version of Karen. Yeah,
A
there's some
man
Yep.
playing
suspicious
QB with a blunt in his mouth.
Darren.
African Americans
Yep.
outside. I don't know. I think that's a blunt and maybe liquor. Oh my gosh, the neighborhood
Exactly.
sure has changed.
Exactly.
Shit.
Yep.
And
That's what I'm gonna
liquor?
call him and tell him. Yep. Liquor, and he looks like he's a threat to society. Okay.
Oh
He
man,
appears
MC, don't
to
turn
be.
into that. Don't turn into that. Get on my lung guy. Don't turn into that guy. Don't
Oh,
turn into that
Hey,
guy.
listen, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was the type I
Stanley.
always said when I got a little. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I was the type that I said when I got a little money, I'd never leave the hood. But when that money came, I was gone. Okay.
Bro, you supposed to leave. You don't supposed to stay in the hood, man. Unless you can own property, you don't got to live there. Yeah, man. You own property there, man. You ain't got to live. You can run it out.
Yeah, man. Don't be Nino
Yeah,
Brown.
you got. You
My man
gonna
turned
be
the
out.
rooftop
MC
to a
gonna be out there
pool.
giving
Oh
away
yeah, they
turkeys.
talked
You gonna
about
be out
that on
there.
the
Be out there
and they
giving
talked
away
about that on
turkeys
the
on
BMF
Thanksgiving.
series too.
What?
Who New Jack
Nino
City was
Brown?
made after? I
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
the name of that.
YB.
Yeah, they talked about that on BMF.
Doing
Yep.
YB.
Yeah. Yeah, the YB
Mhm.
something. Yeah, YBI or something like that.
Yeah, YBI. Yep. All
Yeah. So
right, ready?
NFL
Let's get
Pick'ems
to him.
week 4. Yep. Hold on.
Victory!
2 weeks in a row. Victory. TMS. All right. Cowboys come through. For the first time, the Cowboys actually didn't mess up my parlay. Actually, Tampa did, which fucked me over last week. But I still won in Pick'ems and this little money pool that I got going on. So yeah.
Yeah,
With it. $10 entry fee. Y'all let me know when you want to join.
we had a good week, Pick'ems. All right, let's get it started.
I'm gonna ask you, what you doing that this year?
You said what?
Oh, you know the pick'ems. Remember last year we did pick'ems with the pot.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing them this year. So if you want to do it, it's $10 a week. You let me know. I'll send you the link.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
I
I need some more OnlyFans tricking fun. I'm joking with you.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
almost
look, man, got to do what you got to do. But yeah, but man. But literally, man, good couple weeks, man. This literally came down to the Monday night game with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Yep, by Cowboys pulling it out, TMS got another victory by 1. Yeah, so 2-0 right now. You know, obviously we tied the first. Yep, 2-0-1. You know, we tied that first week. So week 4, gentlemen, let's get into it.
Yeah, it seems like each week is coming down to like one game.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, so 10 o'clock my time, 1 p.m. y'all time. First game we got is the Washington soon-to-be-named football team versus the Atlanta. Please get your shit together, Falcons. Who y'all got?
I would have had Thursday
Washington
night too. I actually had Thursday night. I had Thursday night with a buddy of mine. I did. I had Thursday night. That point spread, I knew Jacksonville was going to cover. But go ahead. Y'all got Washington?
Yeah, we got Washington football.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the Washington no-name team.
Okay. We're actually going to go with the Falcons.
Next game.
Okay.
Next game, we got the Houston, fuck them Texans, versus the Buffalo Bills Mafia. Who you got?
Bills.
Next.
All right, hold on. All right, now hold on. Here's what we want to do to make this more interesting. The Bills have a 17.5 point. They are favored by 17.5 points. Do you all believe that the Bills will cover?
Alabama versus Kentucky right here.
I'm about to say, I would say over. They have to blow them niggas out.
You're gonna go over.
Over and out.
Mr. Jones.
I think I'm gonna go over.
What you gonna do?
Over.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm actually going to take the under. I think they're going to lose by 14.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, we can make that
I'll
a half
take
a
it.
point.
All right.
Let's make it a half a point.
All right.
Good. Since we
Okay,
both got
that's
the
cool.
Bills,
All
half a
right.
point. Yeah, half a point.
Sheesh.
Okay.
It's like I'll be watching
All
that
right,
game
Bills.
this morning. All right, next one. We got
Now
the
I
Detroit.
gotta watch this game. Now I gotta watch that game.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
got the under.
Damn. I'm going to give you that one for the
Mhm.
Thursday. All right.
Okay.
So, next game, we got the Detroit Lions at 0-3 versus the Chicago No-Line Bears. And you know what this is. The Bumble of the week. Who you got?
Oh man.
Bum-ass Lions or the bum-ass Bears? The
Do we have to
bum-ass
pick this
Lions or
game?
the bum-ass Bears?
Can
The
we just get
Midwest
this game
teams
on
are
Monday
looking
night?
like shit. The Midwest teams
I think
are looking like shit.
I think we'll go with the Bears. I think I'll go with
Oh,
the Bears.
Got the bum-ass Bears over the bum-ass Lions.
You gonna rely on the Lions? Oh no, it's the Lions.
I'm not relying on the Lions.
I won't go with the Bears. I say the Bears.
We're taking the Lions.
We got the bum-ass Lions over the bum-ass Bears. We got the bum-ass Lions over the bum-ass Bears.
Okay, so we already got like two differences. Okay, so yeah, we should be.
I'd rather pick Monday night than pick this bullshit.
All right, next game. We got the Carolina 3-0 Panthers. Wow, they on top of the division. Versus the Dallas Cowboys. Who you got?
Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Of course, we have the Cowboys.
Yeah. Anything else to be uncivilized.
Oh yeah, and I told y'all
babies.
last week when I wore my Zeke jersey, I told y'all that Zeke was gonna have a good game. This will be a Dak Prescott game right here. But go ahead.
Next game, we got the 0-3 Indianapolis Colts going to face the 1-2 Miami Dolphins. Who you got? Jacoby Brissett versus the Colts.
I'll go with the Dolphins.
Dolphins on this one.
All right. We actually have. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go to it. We actually have the Dolphins as well. Nah.
Okay, I was like, you did all that build up and y'all won't put the same team.
It's very possible. All right, next game, you got the Cleveland Browns going to U.S. Bank Stadium to play the Minnesota Vikings. Who you got?
Browns.
Yeah.
We have the Browns, but here's the thing. Minnesota's got that high-powered offense, but obviously Minnesota. How can I put it? Seattle obviously doesn't have the same defense as the Browns, like at all. We just talked about it. Seattle's defense is dead last. So yeah, with the Browns, man, their defensive line and everything being aggressive, it should be a tough day for Kirk Cousins. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings pulled this out, honestly.
Yeah, because they lost a lot of close games, though. The Vikings lost a lot of close games.
It'd be up to Bacon.
They
to
always
fuck it
lose
up.
close games. Mm-hmm.
All right, next game, we got the 0-3, sorry ass, bum ass, terrible ass, blue ass New York Giants versus the New Orleans Saints. Who you got?
Next.
We eating the W. We eating the W. Over under point spread
Saints.
7. Point spread 7.
No. Lead us away. We already got enough disagreements. Lead us away. I'm not fucking this point spread. I'm not fucking with this point. What I will say is this: it is an emotional game for the Saints, so I do have them winning by more than 7.5. But again, I'm not fucking with that.
Not at all, huh? Next game, we the Tennessee Titans going to play the New York Jets next. Yeah. Next game, we got the 1-2 Kansas City Chiefs. Man, they down right now. Ric Flair in the 90s versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Who you got?
Chiefs. We're not picking Eagles this week, Terry. Nothing like the Browns.
He said I ain't picking the Eagles. No more.
No more.
I'm messing with you, Tay. I'm messing with you, bro.
Hey, you got you over the Jazz this year. It's terrible. All right, let's get into the 105 my time, 405 y'all time. This might be game of the week right here. You got the 3-0 Arizona Cardinals going to face the 3-0 LA Rams. Who you got?
Rams. I'm going to Rams.
Of course.
Rams at home too.
Yeah, with the Rams as well. Yeah, we got the Rams as well. SoFi, okay? SoFi with the great Wi-Fi.
All right, man. Next game, we got the Seattle Seahawks going to the Bay to play the San Francisco 49ers. Who you got?
49ers.
40. I'm going with the 49ers.
We got the Seahawks, baby.
Okay, so we got three different.
Seahawks
okay.
over here.
We got three different.
All right.
We got the Seahawks.
In the 125,
right.
in the 125 my time, 425 your time. This looked like the Tony Romo game this week. You got the Baltimore Ravens at 2-1 going to face the Denver draft-stealing motherfucking Broncos at 3-0. Who you got?
Let it go, Mr. Jones. Let it go. Let it go.
I'm never going to let it go. I'm never going to let it go. Certain is balling.
Oh, Ravens.
But now Parsons is doing this thing, though. Shout out to Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
Harrisburg.
Nah, we got
Shout
the
out to
Ravens.
Harrisburg.
Salute, Harrisburg. Fuck them. But anyway, go ahead. Ravens
go!
all day.
You disrespect the family? Come on, bro. But anyway, go ahead.
I'm joking. North side though. North side. That's how we get down in Harrisburg. But go ahead.
North side. Oh man. All right, next game. Oh, y'all picked already?
Yeah, we got the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got the Ravens? All right.
You okay with that, Mr. Jones? You ain't had your coffee? You okay, man?
Nah.
Okay,
I had
man?
coffee.
He ain't have his blood this morning. He ain't had a wake and bake. He ain't had a
You having the senior citizen moment?
I'm getting up there. All right, the other CBS game. You got the Pittsburgh Old Man Ben and the Steelers versus the Green Bay Packers. Who you got?
Packers.
Man, this nigga Josh internet is Boost Mobile. God damn. You said who?
Oh, we had the Packers anyway. We already talked about this shit. So.
Okay. Hold on. Let's get Josh back.
Man, what's up with you?
Josh, are you there?
Oh Lord. No, he just dropped back out again. That damn cricket service.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh, are you there? Josh.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my wife.
Right,
Joshua.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can. Oh, Boost Mobile ass internet, boy.
See, there you go. Goddamn
He's
cricket.
He's out.
All right. Let's get into the night game.
You can add him back in there. Hold on.
Right,
add Josh back in there. God.
Oh. You good? All right.
Man, you take me out like Jazz Jeff, man.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into the night game. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going back to Gillette. Tom Brady going to play the New England Patriots. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Tampa.
What you think the final score going to be?
Of course.
Let's talk about this a little bit. What you think the final score going to be?
I'm gonna say like 35 to 22, maybe.
Man, you got the Patriots scoring that much?
Only because
exactly. I got 30 to 17.
Yeah, like
over
17.
Under 49 and a half.
Like 17.
The over under.
Yeah, I guess like 17. What's the spread on it?
According to CBS right now, the spread looks like it's
7.5.
Yep, 7.5.
7. Actually, 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna go over. They're gonna go over something.
Mm-hmm. They will. And here's the thing: Bruce Arians already said it. Yeah, but Bruce Arians already said it this week in practice. He said that this is a practice that he hasn't seen before. You know what I'm saying? The preparation, everything. And he was like, it's not because, they want to, which we know it is, but he was like, the guys are not motivated because Tom is going back to New England and, they want to, show and prove and all of that kind of stuff. It's because they don't like losing and they want to bounce back from it. I do believe that obviously it has something to do with the New England homecoming and his teammates not wanting to let him down. So at the end of the day, yeah, man, if it's 49.5, like I said, I got Tampa scoring 30. So I actually got it being a little bit under than 49.5. I got it 30-17 Tampa over New England.
Yeah, that's about right. I don't see New England get more than 17.
Garbage time.
No more than 17. I can't see them.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't see them more than 17.
Yeah. Here's what I think will happen for viewership purposes. It will be close in the first half. You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be like 14-7 or, 13-7. And then in the second half, Tampa Bay just going to blow the shit wide open. And it'll be 30-17. That'll be your final score.
But do you think Bill Belichick know the cheat code, how to slow down Brady, Goat Brady? What about
because the thing is this?
What about Billy Goat McElevin Jones?
Because here's the thing: the same way, the same way that you think that Bill Belichick knows how to stop Brady, Brady knows how to counter Belichick and knows what he like to run for his defense. So it's actually advantage Tampa.
Okay. You sure Belichick don't got the advantage? I mean, he knows he helped. The development of Brady, you might know his weak points. Even the best quarterback got weak points in that game. Yeah,
he's still the greatest defensive coordinator of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna give it all to Brady. I'm not gonna sleep on Belichick.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep on that. I'm not gonna.
It's the man who coached Lawrence fucking Taylor.
Well, let's just hope Bill Belichick ain't got Tampa Bay's playbook.
But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This game right here, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna get fired, but this season is gonna put Belichick on the hot seat. Sorry with this hot take right now, but this season is gonna put Belichick on the hot seat. I don't think Belichick is gonna get fired, but I think that he will be forced to retire. Because here's the thing. You went to owner Bob Kraft. You told him I had another alternative, and we don't need to re-sign Tom Brady. Tom has went to Tampa. All Tom said was, look, get me a couple receivers. We'll be back to winning number 7. And they said, no, it's cool. We're going to move on from you. Tom went down to Tampa, won a championship in his first season, and is in contention this season to win another one. And I think that at least if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get to the NFC Championship and the Patriots don't make the playoffs, Bill Belichick will be on the hot seat. And he may be forced to retire next season.
I want to say no. He will be on the hot seat.
Yeah.
I had to disagree with you because they rebuilding. This is post Tom Brady. You got to get time, bro. You've got the quarterback is following Tom Brady. You know how much pressure that is, bro? That's not like walk in the park. They got to rebuild. That's all they do.
Of course,
it's going to take time, bro.
But here's while I get that, at the end of the day, this is the thing. We all know this. In the social media era, generation, all of that, or the social media era, is what have you done for me lately? And the fact that Robert Kraft is looking at the fact that, guess what? I could have had more championships. I could have had one more ring if I just kept AB. If I had got this receiver. Come on, man. Come on.
They won't go with him.
Yeah, he got a lifetime pass. He got a lifetime pass.
No,
but
here's the thing.
If Tom Brady would have stayed,
that's like saying Coach K was ever on the hot seat. That's like saying Coach K was ever on the hot seat. He got that type of
here's the thing.
Patriots would be irrelevant without him.
While I get what you're saying, at the end of the day, this is what I'm trying to tell you. They're not going to fire him. He's not going to get fired, but it's going to come a time where he's going to be forced to retire because at the end of the day, and while I get what Josh is saying about, they wouldn't have won another ring. If they had kept AB, that's all they needed was AB. Gronk said he wasn't coming back, but AB would have been enough to at least get them back to the Super Bowl. In my opinion, he was enough of a threat to get them back to the Super Bowl. He was getting 15 to 20 targets a game. He didn't have a choice but to have 10 to 15 catches, 150 yards, 1 to 2 touchdowns a game. Seriously, I didn't see him being he was unstoppable. I didn't see a wide receiver getting targeted like that on New England since who? Fucking Randy Moss.
I know, but he was unstable at the time.
Yeah, he was. He was all over the place.
Yeah, he was unstable.
Unstable for the Patriots. Here's the thing. He was unstable for the Patriots organization. At the end of the day, AB was just out there trying to protect his name.
Yeah, but how can you contribute when you're suspended? You know what I mean? So he was unstable.
But he
and the league was out to get him at the time too.
I was say right after that Oakland incident, bro, it was over for him. Like it was like he couldn't do no wrong.
Exactly.
Well, guess what?
He was on very short leash.
Yeah, well, guess what? Tom called him, said, "Come on down to Tampa. I'm gonna get you that ring." And guess what? He got him that ring. Okay.
Yeah, he did what he's supposed to do.
Exactly. Tom looked out.
He did what he's supposed to do. But I mean, I don't know. Man.
All right, last game. Last game. Chargers, Raiders. We're waiting for Josh to come back. We're waiting for his little Cricket wireless internet. But Chargers, Raiders.
Clear internet. We could talk about.
We was gonna
go ahead. Which y'all was gonna go with? I'm sorry.
Chargers.
Yeah, same.
We got the Chargers.
I got overruled. Yep. I say the Raiders personally.
Yeah, Josh too. That man was talking about the Raiders. I was like, I don't know, man. They in LA. In LA.
Exactly. All right, so we got picks up there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll put up picks. Now here's my question. Now we probably talked about it. We talked about it on our Friday on our podcast. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like Miami regret not drafting Justin Herbert?
Oh, of course. Most definitely, they're regretting it. Let's talk about it.
Bigger regret is they ain't get Deshaun Watson. They ain't make a hard play for Deshaun Watson. That's the bigger regret right now.
And that's why I was like, if they couldn't get Herbert or Watson, it was bust because it was like I didn't believe in Tua that whole time. Yeah. So I was like, I thought Justin Herbert was the guy. like when he's coming out.
Me too.
Which is why at the end of the day. Which is why at the end of the day, which is why I have the Colts beating the Dolphins. But go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Would you think he would have developed the way he did in Miami, other than the Chargers?
Yeah, I think he would. I think he would have. Yeah, I think he would have. I think the only problem would have been, we don't know who the offensive coordinator would have been at the time. That would have been like. And that front, because I think they changed offensive coordinators again this year, if I'm not mistaken. So it would have been, we don't know. But I really think they was banking on this guy. I think they was really banking on getting Deshaun Watson. I think that's what they really was banking on, for real.
Yeah, but they haven't made a move for him, at least not that we know of. They haven't made a move for him.
I don't think they're going to do it until they...
I'd give up everything for him, though. It'd be a yard sale for him right now.
Yeah, but his trade value is like Ben Simmons right now, though. I mean, he compared to sports, but it's like Ben Simmons. You should trade him while he was hot.
Which, like I always said, though, I've been saying it for years. The organization, in some stupid way, value him more than the beat. I think the tide has turned after that last playoffs, but they always valued him more than Embiid. That's why I always used to say, people used to say I was crazy, that Embiid going to be the one to fuck around and leave them. Out of frustration.
Well, here's the thing. Embiid don't have to leave now because he done spoke up. He said what he needed to say about Ben Simmons and basically told him, he being a big fucking baby because it's always been about him. He being light-skinned, that's all. Acting like Josh's people. That's all he doing.
But I'm not light skinned, my brother. See, my brother,
You was
they separating the light and the dark, my brother. See, my brother, you need to
Man,
stop this divide and conquer that the white man has told you, my brother. We're all black, my brother, from the motherland.
mm-hmm.
Stay woke, my brother. Keep your third eye open, man. Don't be a sheep.
Yeah.
And then I mean, and then on top of that, the way that the Texans is trying to go with it, like it's like, bro, they talking about some 3-4 players, 2-3 picks, and like some
Yeah.
future picks. And
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
asking for something
like a
impossible.
Herschel Walker did.
yeah, like y'all fucking
Exactly.
take it. like, you think somebody gonna
But
give
real
up?
quick, y'all, fantasy advice for the people. Start them, sit them. Who are some people that you all have?
All right,
That's
my
definitely
first
a start.
question.
And
My first player, would you start him or sit him? Lamar Jackson this week against the Broncos. The Broncos is second overall in defense, third in passing defense, second in rushing defense.
if you have a good backup, I would say sit Lamar Jackson.
I would say, I'd say sit him if he had a good backup.
It's depending on your backup, who your backup is.
Yeah. As long as you don't have Taylor Heineke or somebody like that. Yeah.
But the only thing that would work for Lamar this game is his rushing yards. As long as he can get his rushing yards, you should be okay. But if you got a good backup, I say sit him.
All right, next one. What about Dalvin Cook against the Browns defense this week?
I start him.
Well, is he healthy? Is he healthy?
Yeah, he's fine. They say he's been looking good in practice. So.
Yeah, he playing this week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they find a way to. Yeah, I'd start him. You can't miss out on that opportunity. You got to start him. Go ahead.
Yeah, they fifth in rushing defense though.
Yeah,
the Browns
Okay.
might be a tough night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of on the fence with that. I mean, everybody other than Derrick Henry. That's how that is. All right, the next game for the Panthers game, Zeke. Would you start Zeke or sit him this week?
Ooh,
I'd start him. With Tony Pollard being banged up, I'd start Zeke. PPR league, I'd start him. In a non-PPR league, do not start Zeke.
I was about to say, in the non-PPR. Ooh, boy,
I like how you just sneak this our league, but it's okay.
I'm not sneaking. Oh yeah, and I just want to let you know you're gonna get your ass.
Did you sneak this? Tay, you heard that? Sneak this? That was a low key. You ain't slipping.
Mm-hmm. I'm beating your ass today anyway, Josh. So it don't even matter.
Ooh.
For Zeke, I would start him this week because he's gonna get good touches this week.
Sounds like a side bet to me.
Yeah. Yeah. In a PPR league, he'll get the touches.
In the PPR, you get the touches.
Crazy because like the Panthers defense is like first in everything.
Yeah, they are first, and they got the most sacks, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably say start.
Yeah,
It's
Dak
still early
is
though,
actually
but you gotta look at
gonna
who they
sit.
played.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at who the Panthers beat though.
Yeah, that's true.
Outside of the Saints, they really didn't beat nobody outside of the Saints.
Nope. 0.
Outside of the Saints. Yeah. But they lost the Texans, the Jets. Then they played
Exactly.
the Jets. Yeah.
They played nobodies.
And then I got one more quarterback, then I'll let y'all take it away. What about Matthew Stafford against the Cardinal defense this week?
Start.
Yeah. Cardinals knife and passing. They give up 227 yards a game. I got Matthew Stafford having a decent game.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm actually gonna give y'all a nice tip. This guy's actually on my fantasy team. So with Juju Smith-Schuster out, Claypool injured, it's looking like he's going to be out. Deontay Johnson is finally back healthy and had a full week of practice. So he was always the Steelers' number one option, and guess what? He's going to get about 15 to 20 targets this week. So I would start him. Start him. And in a PPR league, he would kill. But go ahead.
You see the sneak this thing you doing? That's the second time you did this, bro. The second time. I'm counting. I'm calling out every time you do it, bro. You see what you doing?
This guy. I like this type of league, man. It takes away from the bullshit.
Yeah, funny though. Yeah, I probably start Matthew Stafford too, and definitely Cooper Kupp. Like Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for me.
Yeah, and I probably say another start, and I think he is active. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. He should be a start.
Really? Why? He's questionable going into that game. If I had better running backs on my bench, I'd sit his ass. But why would you start him?
No, he's playing this week. Who else they gonna have?
I think he's gonna have a good game this week.
Yeah, I mean, Dolphins is 27th in rushing. They give up 136.
Yeah, Dolphins is not a good rushing defense. I actually think that would be a good move to start him this week. Okay. That's just my opinion.
That's fine. I guess I'll leave him in. I'm playing you, Josh, so I guess I'll leave him in.
Don't you got Jonathan? Don't you got his?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, you back up.
You got him on your tail. That's why I want to give no advice. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet.
I got Chris Edmonds. I got Chris Edmonds on the bench, Mr. Jones. Chris Edmonds is my backup running back.
I'm talking about my other league.
Yeah,
Sony Michel.
They can stay
there.
Yeah, you definitely need to go with
Taylor.
I'll go with Taylor. But I'm not giving you no advice. But I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I ain't really tripping. I'm playing my nephew this week, so I ain't really worried about it.
Yeah, he was easy work for. He was easy work for me last week.
He's gonna be beefing with you.
Yeah, he was easy work for me last week, Tay. So yeah, it is what it is. Josh should be easy work this week. I'm not even worried about it.
Cool. Okay, cool. I want that same.
Even though it's kind of early in the season, who been kind of producing the most in y'all league this year?
Oh, my receiving core did it for me this year.
Tay number 1 and number 2 in the league.
Who you having? Who you got?
My receiving core is Taylor Lockett, Cooper Kupp, and Justin Jefferson.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, he got a mean one.
Mine's is Hopkins, Mike Williams, and Godwin.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I had it. Yeah. Oh, Mike Williams been having a great year. I got him in my other fantasy team. So here's the thing. So here's the thing. I was on my way to having a great year on wide receivers, but so far it's been pretty good. So my wide receiving core, I have Adams, Devontae Adams. I got CeeDee Lamb, and I got Deontay Johnson from Pittsburgh. But Jerry Jeudy was my other claim to fame until he got put on IR because he was fucking killing for Denver.
Yeah, he's nice.
Something about them Alabama players, bro. I don't know what it is.
Exactly.
They can't say help.
They get those 5-star recruits, bro. Yeah.
And I got Marcus Callaway on the bench. I started to start him.
I ain't gonna
fantasy-wise, what?
Tay's team dangerous as far as receivers.
Of course, especially in a non-PPR league. In a non-PPR league, he gonna get this regardless. Exactly.
Cooper Kupp is white Jesus of wide receivers right now.
Especially in the non-PPR league, bro. It's crazy.
I know, bro. That's like the 4th time. Okay, I'm counting them out. Okay, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Bro. I want the same energy next week. I want the same energy.
Hold on, listen. And here's what's crazy to me. So it's their league, and you got an NFC and an AFC in their league. And it's Josh who's number 1 on the NFC side. On the AFC side, it's Tay who's number 1. Seems a little rigged to me. Something's a little fishy.
Oh, no.
I'm calling it out.
That's not
calling it out.
Hey, Mr. Jones, what draft picks did we have?
Wow.
For real, Jones, did we have the number 1 pick?
They number 1.
No, it's called draft strategy. People got different draft strategies, so everybody got different.
That's fine.
Like Our number one pick was McCaffrey, bro. Who got the number one pick? Draft McCaffrey, bro. That's like one of the dumbest moves ever. I'm sorry. I know the person too.
Y'all ain't gonna let that go. Y'all ain't gonna let that shit go.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. He's related to me. I can't beef. That's
you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed for the family tree.
Yeah. Now he's not part of the family. He's married into the family. That's my sister. Yeah. I told him that when I texted him. I said, bro, why would you draft McCaffrey with the number one pick?
In the middle of the draft.
Exactly.
Like who raised you?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, next time because we was at brunch and I said, bro, I don't know what.
Nah, he took him first. Yeah, he took him first, which was retarded. Yeah. I'm like, bro, Christian McCaffrey. Why would you not take Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry is showing more durability.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was gonna go with Derrick Henry. This dude would make it. I was like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that'd have been a no-brainer.
Now here's what I will say. I'm about to say a couple years ago, McCaffrey would have been a great pick. Like Mr. Jones had McCaffrey. McCaffrey was killing a couple years ago when he was healthy. Because y'all, we saw.
I picked the number one that year. I picked the number one a couple of years ago.
Yeah, if he wasn't coming off injury, he would have been number one.
It would have been a hell of a pick.
He coming off injury. I don't know.
Oh, of course.
I wouldn't have did it.
Because he averages 8 receptions a game. 25 carries. He's great for PPR leagues. You know what I'm saying? He gets here.
He punt returns.
Exactly.
But
great for PPR
we get bonuses. But in our league you get bonus points.
Bonus points for what?
Rules? You get bonus. Like if you have a carry over 20 yards, you get bonus points.
That's pretty
know that, right?
But
yeah, you get a 40-yard catch as a wide receiver, you get bonus points. You do know that, right?
That's fine. But here's the thing. If it's just PPR, you're gonna get that plus more regardless. Okay.
These guys with these PPR leagues, man. They were still crying over that, man. I'm saying Mr. Jones, this is gonna be like 20 years from now. He's still gonna bring up in 2021 who's a non-PPR league. Watch. We're gonna be in the old phone. Say you said it's a home in 2060. This dude's gonna be talking about.
Man, I gotta read this rule book though. I gotta read the rule book.
If Josh had that goddamn PPR in the league, I would have goddamn won it. That's exactly what I'm be saying in the
I'm still bringing up 2021, 2022. That was my
year. In 2060. Exactly. Exactly.
Hilarious.
And somehow LeBron is gonna get mentioned.
Nah, not this go around. I'm gonna give LeBron a little bit of slack.
So how long y'all been doing? Like, have you ever won a fantasy league? Anybody?
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, I won.
We both won.
Yeah, I won too. Yeah.
In my lifetime,
they won their own league, which was rigged.
We went out.
Happened in 2 finals.
It was all about draft strategy, bro. When I draft,
it's early too. It's early
both
too.
of them number one.
It
is early.
We get to that week 8 to 12 stretch. That's when people, that's when you get separated. Who's good and who's not between 8 and 12. Yep, when the bye week started too. That's another thing. People don't do that in draft. Then we have like 4 people a bye week. Then they be like, I'm fucked. Yeah.
That's how people lose.
That's very important.
Think about bye week. Bye week is very important. I tell
everybody.
I'm like,
very important.
Definitely don't have your
you can't depend on that production exactly. Like you can't have 4 players on the same team and just depend on that production just because they're a high-powered offense. It's going to be good, but like later on in the season, it's going to mess you up.
Mm-hmm.
And another draft strategy that I have as well is I feel like you shouldn't draft. Here's the thing: you got to draft players on teams that are not necessarily powerhouses, but more so teams who going to be fighting, trying to get into the playoffs. Like don't do sorry teams, but do pick players on teams that just won't have a cakewalk, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like here's the thing: drafting somebody from the Chiefs a year or 2 ago will shoot you in the foot because by week 14, week 15, they ain't taking nothing serious. They resting them. You know what I'm saying? They he played a quarter. He had to go out because he had soreness in his arm. With truthfully, they just wanted to rest him for the playoffs. Exactly. And that's what they wanted to do.
Yep. I agree.
Man, so when you got Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Kelsey, you thinking that you winning. By the time it's championship time, all three of them players is like, shit, we chilling. Shit, we worried about a Super Bowl.
That's how I lost the daggone fantasy joint. What 2 years ago off of Tariq Hill because they didn't play him. I was like, "This is a bitch."
Yeah. And then you scrambling trying to find somebody.
Yeah, the biggest mistake I made in my past league was I did the same thing. I draft like great players and then realized they all was on the same bye week. Now I'm sitting here looking like I want to have to cut somebody. I want to take an L this week just because I don't have enough players playing.
Yeah.
Well,
I take draft for
season one.
The best advice is drafted for depth, and also everybody's not on the bye week. That's the way. I think it's the key to at least get to the playoffs. At least.
Yeah, at least the playoffs. Yeah,
exactly.
At least get to the playoffs.
Yeah. And then the last piece of advice I would give, man, before we move on.
The worst in our league. Who's last place?
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. And this person, he's the reason. Yeah, it's Big Sosa. Yeah, Sosa. And he's the reason why I keep bringing it up. Because he literally was like, this is a non-PPR league. He was like, I drafted from PPR. And I was like, damn, my bad, bro.
He last.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that ass whoop.
Yeah.
Who he got it?
Tay is actually so look, so here's the thing. When it comes to like fantasy points, everybody is like within like 20 points of each other. Like Josh is 355, I'm 337. All of that. Tay is actually like run away with it. Tay team, you done put up 447 fantasy points so far. Like that shit is crazy.
I'm killing my other league too.
That's mainly Cooper Cup, but it's okay.
It is.
And Tyler Lockett.
It is.
Yeah, Cooper Cup been balling. He been balling.
He has.
It's good. I feel like
I still want my 200. Yeah, I still want my 200 point game though. I ain't had one of them yet. At least not for this league.
Well, you won't have it because it's not PPR, so it's not gonna happen. But anyway, let's get into it, y'all.
Damn, so 8 times. Okay, 8 times. Okay. Maybe next year we do PPR. We can vote on it, guys. We can vote on it.
Okay.
Hey, New Music Friday.
Yes, sir.
New Music Friday.
Hey, before we get into it real quick,
Mill's new album. Go ahead.
Before we get into it real quick, because we ain't do it last week, can we show Anthony Hamilton some love?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anthony Hamilton definitely came out with a nice one. It's definitely a good album. And one of the things that I was surprised with was he actually did Luther Superstar over again and actually did a decent job. Yeah. Not better than Luther, of course, but he did a decent job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to hear his voice again. It's been a minute. Hey, yeah.
It's been like 4 years, 3 years since the last project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And then D Smoke Jones was decent, but let's get into the Spencer Payne.
Let's get into it. So, gentlemen, what were your thoughts on Expensive Pain? Tay and Josh, I'll let you all take it away first. What are your thoughts?
I can't say that first.
Go ahead. No. Actually, you know what?
No, you good.
You good. Actually, no. Go ahead, Mr. Jones. Now, go ahead. Talk about it.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
No, go ahead.
Save Flow Meek. That's all I'm gonna say. Save Flow Meek. Save Flow Meek, man. Like, come on, man. I don't know. It's just me personal. It's a personal opinion. His flow just never captivates me. It really doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
I think it's a regress from his last project. Like, it's not better than Championship. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about on Twitter.
Okay.
It's a few songs I really do rock with, though.
Twitter? What did he on Twitter? What did he say on Twitter, Mr. Jones?
He said he think Expensive Pain is better than Championships.
I think it is too, but we'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, it's a few songs I rock with, but it's just another project. It's not no threat for album of the year. It's not even in my top 5. Barely scratching top 10, maybe. Nah, I ain't even top 10
top
to me.
10. But
It's not top 5. It's not top 5. It's outside the top 5.
No, it's not top 5. It's top 10. It's definitely top 10.
It's all right. It's all right. It ain't gonna have no replay value to me personally. But it wasn't like the toughest.
Mr. Jones. Okay. Mr. Jones, let me just say, are you finished? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Make this shit sound like it's better than what it was. You know how you're a Meek fan. Go ahead.
All right. So here's the thing. Let's just go ahead and say that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So let's just go ahead and do this right now because I have a couple questions for you. So first off, before we even get to the questions, let's just get this out there for the people. You're not the biggest Meek fan. You don't care for him. Now, when you say
I like him as a battle rapper,
so you're a little biased. So you're a little biased.
I like him as a battle rapper.
No, hold on, listen. I find it difficult when you say that, same flow Meek, but he's not screaming on any songs on his album, which is what he's known for. That's his flow, screaming on the track. And he didn't scream on a single track on his album. Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody please tell me. All right, so he's not screaming.
You're talking about as far as vocal projection. No, he didn't scream as far as vocal projection.
We didn't get any of that this album.
Same rhyme pattern,
which I appreciate it.
Same rhyme pattern.
That's fine.
Go ahead,
Baby gives us the same rhyme pattern. All right, hold on. Lil Baby gives us the same rhyme pattern. So does Lil Durk. But at the end of the day, they top 5, right? Okay. So at the end of the day, I'm a huge fan of if it's not broke, don't fix it. At the end of the day, everybody has their format for an album. For rappers that's out right now, absolutely. As far as the hottest rappers out right now, Lil Durk easily is top 5. He's having an incredible run, but we'll talk about that later.
Continue.
Everybody, like I said, everybody just has their cadence. Everybody has their flow. Once everybody gets settled in with what they like to do, then that's just what they're going to do. Wins and losses, he gave us something which I appreciated. He was an open book on wins and losses. Expensive Pain was actually one of those ones. As the album kept going on, it progressed. Me personally, I had no issues with this album other than number one, the intro, because I expected him to put effort into the intro, because I crowned him the king of intros, and I felt like the intro for this one sounded like the intro to DC4 until the tempo changed to the end of the song. But when I on first listen, I literally was like, it's average. Hold on, I'm getting feedback. Mr. Jones, what the hell? You got a plane flying over you? What's going on? You got wind?
It's probably a plane.
Yeah, it sounds like a plane.
Yeah, it's a plane. Yeah, you know I'm by the airport. I need that.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, soul plane ass nigga, Kevin Hart ass nigga, right there by the airport. But anyway,
it's actually a Delta. It's actually a Delta. Go ahead.
No Spirit, no Spirit airline.
All right,
okay.
Stop it.
Not at this current time.
Stop it.
You know they got those cheap flights to Vegas. I'm just letting you know.
They do.
That's
sad at the end of the day. Shit, JetBlue ain't trash. JetBlue is decent, but we'll talk about that later.
JetBlue got great customer service, bro.
I'm about to say they do, but so with this album, here's what happened. When I first listened to it, I was like, okay. I was like, Meek, what are you getting at right here? I was like, you kind of all over the place. Then I listened to it again, and I went back to the album's name. I was like, okay, Expensive Pain. He's talking about all the things that he goes through, being in a position that he's in, but the troubles that he's having. So obviously him being able to get any girl that he wants because he got money. And Philly, with most of the girls in there, most of the girls, a lot of them grew up poor. So it's not hard to get a bad bitch out the hood and, you know what I'm saying, do what you want with her in Philly. It's just not. I'm speaking from experience. I promise you. It's not difficult. But then as he started talking about more how a lot of his friends and all that he grew up with turned on him, turning back on him because he wouldn't give them money or keep giving them money and things like that for what he asked for, I was like, damn. And I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I hold this over Championships is because, Championships had a couple songs, but after, I'm going to say track, I'm gonna say after track 4, which was Sharing Locations, which is obviously the single. When you get into Expensive Pain on, Meek's storytelling was actually fire on this album. And at that point, when I heard it, and the way that he placed the songs, like I love the fact that he put Blue Notes 2 towards the end of it to kind of give you like when he was on a mellow vibe, I'm gonna give you mellow / speed it up, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and like let you know some more. Like Halo, that shit is a very slept on song with Brent Fires. Very slept on song. I might as well be an angel. No, I know so many angels. I might as well have a Halo. Like he was story talking in there about how his closest homies and all that died. So to me, man, Expensive Pain, I rock with it. And actually, this is actually one of those albums where the cover art matches the title as well.
It was clowning the cover art on Twitter.
Of course they was. I mean, at the end of the day, it's social media. They always gonna have something to say. But I mean, it's
the cover art was I'm gonna say it's okay. It's like, you know, I wouldn't say it was not the best.
Do people really even pay attention to the album covers anymore? Really?
Nah. Well, nah,
not really. Not really.
If you collect the vinyl, that's about it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people collect vinyls.
Yeah, it's more about you know, the music aspect of it now. But if I had to go off of this album, this is probably one of his the albums that he could actually probably tour with per se. I'm not saying this is best, probably not, but I think this is probably one of his best joints he could go on tour with, like records wise. He could do some dates off that album. The only problem I do have with Meek, and I said it before, is that if he's gonna take that long of a wait, bro, you gotta capitalize off that wait, which he pretty much did with this album. But I still was kind of like some of the songs that he was like putting snippets out and stuff like that. He didn't even put on the album. He pretty much put a Kanye. Most of the joints that he was putting out on social media, he did not put out on the album.
Like what though? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Changing Locations he put out on there. Sharing Locations.
Yeah, Sharing Locations was the only one I heard that actually made that album. Because he had a few
Blue Notes too. He did a video. He did a video for Blue Notes too. He did a video for Blue Notes too and put that out. That was the joint with Lil Uzi Vert. I sent that in a group chat. I said, "Yo, Meek is on fire." And then the Flamers Flow freestyle, which actually ended up being a bonus track on the album, he put that out on his IG as well. But he put that on his IG as well, and people was like, "Oh, Meek gave us a throwaway." He ended up throwing that on the album. And track number 2, Outside, 100 miles an hour. That was another one that he put a track out. That's the one where they rented out that new mall in Jersey. They rented that joint out and shot a video, and they was in a pool and all that kind of stuff. So he actually, everything that he did a snippet of, as far as what I know, he put on the album and did a video for it. So go ahead.
That's what. But I mean, just like I said in general, I think this is one of the ones that he can tour off of, but I ain't gonna say that's his best project though.
It's not his best. Dreams. Yeah, Dreams Worth More Than Money is probably his best album. Or for me is Wins and Losses. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying I think if you're talking about projects, I mean including mixtapes, I'm saying Dream Chase is still his that series outside of 3 is probably his best project. But if we talking about albums, his label release albums, Championship still might be there, bro. As far as major releases, Championship might be his best album.
I like Wins and Losses. The content was better than me personally, but yeah, the Championships commercially was his best.
Yeah, Championship is his best commercial album. commercial.
Yeah.
And wins and losses like a slept on. Yeah, I give you that. Yeah. Wins and losses is a slept on.
Yeah, the reason why I like that one personally, first and foremost, I thought he rapped like with more passion. I thought it was better content personally on some of them songs. But
not to bring up,
heartbreak make your best music. So
yeah, that, and let's not forget he was going through his own little thing with two of the hottest names in the game at the time too.
Exactly.
So he had to deliver.
Exactly.
So that's why I said wins and losses probably his best like overall.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, commercial championship. But if you're talking about like his overall, just raw him, wins and losses is the best.
I think it's just me. I just think like in general, I just think people's expectations has lowered over the years because the quality overall is not as good as it used to be. And I think that's just part of my problem, man. I just be expecting so much more from people all the time.
Well, it's not even. I mean, it's not even that. It's just the fact that now we're in the era where you just drop an album and take like a 3 year break now. It ain't like the joints you get a constant release like that. I mean, some artists that could do that, like your J. Cole's, your Kendricks, your Drake, even Kanye. Well, no, I can't even say Kanye, but I mean, if you talking about like newer, maybe a year max, you'll get a new project from them. Now you ain't getting that.
Now it's now it's about 2 to 3 years.
Even Cole last joint though, like who's playing it today? Y'all play any songs from Cole today? Last project?
Absolutely.
I did actually.
Absolutely.
I still play Cole.
I played a couple. Like 2, 3
I
albums.
played a couple. of them.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing.
The Forest Hills Drive.
Here's the thing. The name of the game nowadays.
I love KOD. I mean, that came out on my wedding day. That'll always be,
I mean, but here's what I want to say for the people. At the end of the day, the name of the game is this: build up enough buzz, have a decent rollout, and and you make your money within the first 2 weeks. Why? Because in the streaming era, people have short memories.
Yeah, because me gonna get like 80 or 90. He gonna do well.
Yeah, I mean, he probably going. I got him doing over 100K. Honestly, like you got to remember, he got the UK on his side, but this one, that North Side, South Side, him doing that track with gigs, that actually helped him a lot. And they did a whole rollout in London as well. Like they had painted the vehicles and all that with expensive paint. Was driving around London and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's gonna do over 100K the first week. But yeah, I mean, to me, like I said, his storytelling will always, he's one of the best storytellers out there. And I don't think that he gets enough credit for that, to be real with you. Because obviously when we talk about storytellers, we always talk about who the GOAT storyteller is. It's Jay-Z. But who else is right up under that? And I think you got to put Meek there as far as a storyteller.
Historically, are you talking about historically or within the last like?
No, he ain't talking.
No. I'd say the last. No.
I'm just asking. I'm saying, bro. I was asking for clarification. That's all. That's all I was asking for.
Gotcha. I'm gonna say this: past 10 to 15 years, Meek is up there as far as storyteller. And Cold Hearted 3, he gave us another one. Cold Hearted 1 and 2 was fine. Cold Hearted 2, you got that on Championships. And then he followed up Cold Hearted 2 with Cold Hearted. Yeah. And then you followed up Cold Hearted 3 on This Expensive Pain. And like I said, at the end of the day, when you think about the album, the title of it, it is what it is. He's just talking about shit that rich people go through. I have fun smashing broads, buying jewelry, all that kind of stuff. But then it hurts me, the fact that I'm not going to necessarily say go around his old hood, but because he was out there and he shot some videos and all that in Philly, but it hurts him how people that he grew up with and people that supported him on the way up turned their back on him because he stopped feeding them. And he like, look, what you taking this money and doing it with? Like, I think he had a line on there where he said he gave somebody, 100K, and they went and got icy and, and bought jewelry and clothes and all that kind of stuff versus going to go buy some property or bossing up.
Well, but that's how I hate to say it, but that's how it is in a lot of cases when you become
of course.
successful.
When you
Like
giving people
most people
money,
they don't get mad that you don't feed them. They get mad when you say no. For the most part,
When you
they
say
get mad
no, yep.
when you say no. For the most part.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody give me 100,000, like that's the opportunity to be life changing, bro. And 100,000 in Philadelphia, you literally go buy your row home that's 50K, turn around, fix it for another 20 to 30K, and start renting it out, or turn around and flip it.
Yeah.
But
I would tell you
but from
100K. I tell you to buy like a multi-family home, like an apartment. You can do like a 4-6 unit, fix it up, rent it out. That's income. That's like cash flow each and every month.
Exactly.
And if you smart, you can even buy you can buy property in the hood and just get Section 8 money and just sit.
Yep.
But you know what's crazy though?
Too.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
What's that?
Them daggone recovery homes is making bank right now.
Mm-hmm.
Them recovery homes are making bank.
Nah, bro, they coming through the hood and buying properties for dirt cheap, bro. I was like, bro, you good?
They are, yeah, 50.
Yeah.
No, but you're right though, Tay. Tay is absolutely correct. People buying homes and using them, fixing them up and using them as like recovery centers and all that for addicts and all that. And they getting government grants and all that type of shit. That shit is crazy right now. What's going on? And what's crazy is they buying them in nice neighborhoods. So literally, when you go in nice neighborhoods, you looking at crackheads out. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, we'll talk more about that offline. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I got a problem with that shit. Honestly, those people need a second chance at life. But lead the people.
They messing up your neighborhood, bro. They messing up your neighborhood. You don't want to see people.
We'll talk about that offline.
For
we'll talk about that offline.
I'm messing with you, bro. I'm joking with you, bro.
Damn, we'll talk about it offline.
But here's my question.
So overall,
here's my question about me.
So overall,
what's your question about me?
Go ahead.
Tay?
All right, my bad, not to cut you off. My question about me: do you think he'll be one of those guys where when he's like the Big Sean of rap?
No.
You know what I'm trying to say? No, you know what I'm trying to say though, right?
No.
I get where you're going. I get what you're saying. That doesn't get his respect, but now me gonna always get his respect because at the end of the day, as long as the real, like here's the thing, he got the verse from Hove. Baby and Dirk fuck with him heavy. So as long as he keep those type of people around him and he keep those relationships with those individuals, he's good.
He had a lot of
nothing
features.
to worry about.
He had a lot of features.
Championships had a lot of features. Championships had a lot of features. So
it had less, but it had less.
It is what it is.
It had a couple. It had like 8.
Bro, I'm trying to think
maybe
like
1 or 2 less.
Yeah, it's less.
I'm trying to think how many albums really out there that don't really have features at this point. It ain't that many.
NBA YoungBoy. Yeah, I'm about to say even Cole went and got some features, and Cole was the king of no features.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to give back or some shit. I forgot what he said, why he did it.
Yeah.
I don't.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why he said he wanted to do it. He did it. He did it.
And NBA YoungBoy, he kind of like blackballed from the features right now, supposedly. So
yeah,
I don't know, but
damn, Lane Johnson out for the Eagles. Lane Johnson's out for the Eagles. It's gonna be so bad.
So we gotta rank this album for this year.
For this year or just in catalog?
This year.
Oh,
yeah,
it's in the top 10. Yeah.
I give it. It's definitely in the top 10. I mean, I got it right outside the top 5.
It's top 10. It's low.
The thing is,
I'm gonna say 7 to 10. It's gonna be in that range, 7 to 10.
Yeah, because I can name 7.
Okay, well, go ahead. Name the 7 that you got over there. Tyler, I already know. You got Tyler. Who else?
Tyler, Vince Staples, Conway, Benny.
Benny is not better. Benny is not better. Let's stop that.
What?
Benny's is not better. Benny's is more like a mixtape. That shit ain't even an album. But go ahead. Don't disrespect me like that. But go ahead. Continue.
Trying to think on top of my Nas, of course.
Yeah, I give you King's Disease too. I give you that.
You have to think about it.
No, I'm saying King's Disease too.
Oh,
I got that over there.
No, you say like you had to think about it. I mean, off the top of my head, that's all I can name. That's probably like what, 6?
Exactly. So you gave me 5 at that point, and I took away 1. So really 4. So honestly, Meek may be top 5. But go ahead, Josh.
You took away what, Benny?
I took away Benny's album. Yeah. Nobody even talking about this shit.
Yeah, he right. Nobody talk about it.
Nobody
don't talk about Benny. Talking about this shit.
Yeah,
you think J. Cole? You think J. Cole's? You think it's better than J. Cole's?
They're like neck and neck to me. I got to listen to both of them again. I actually might take Meek's over J. Cole's, to be honest. Meek got more radio hits on his album than J. Cole does.
So are you saying like
that don't matter to me? That don't matter to me though.
I do it based on how your vibe is. Like if you just trying to like chill, J. Cole probably be better. But if you trying to like get have some fun, Meek probably be more better. It's put on the mood.
Mm-hmm.
If you seeking like, yeah, that's the way I. Ooh, Meek, Camille, and J. Cole. That is pretty. I don't want to say
exactly.
I don't want to say a hot take. That's why I'm.
That's not even a hot take.
No,
Meek put out on Twitter that he won his respect. Meek said he won his respect.
I hate
J. Cole. I don't want to say hot take. Okay, I want to do it based on. I say it's based on my mood. If I just want to listen to lyrical content, just listen, J. Cole. But if I'm just want to vibe and have fun, the Meek, I'll go with the Meek.
It's nothing wrong with saying it. It depends on the just like I said.
It's all opinion. It's all opinion. Yeah. What about Drake? What about Drake?
man, these J. Cole stands that come after you, man. Yeah,
what about Drake?
You know what I mean? They're crazy in these streets.
The 22?
You know too? 22. I think I go with the Drake album. I'm gonna go with the Drake album.
I gotta listen to Meek joint one more time before
I want to say the Drake album. Because Drake got some hit and misses, but he still got some good songs. Like you can listen to him.
But again, Drake is one of those where if you in the club, but I'm gonna talk like Meek album to me just gives me everything. It gives me real talk. It gives me shit that I can bang in the club, stuff I can even bang in the strip club.
What about Culture 3?
Honestly, I would actually take.
I'll be honest with you. His album is more well-rounded.
See, that's what I'm saying. That came out this year. It's a lot of good albums that came out this year. It's just they come out so much. Khaled came out this year.
Expensive Pain. I take over Khaled and I take it over Migos album.
You take it over Migos?
Honestly, I take it over Migos easily.
Can we be honest? Nobody give a fuck about that Khaled album.
No.
Let's be real.
No, we don't. We don't care.
Because half the album came out last year.
Exactly. To be honest with you, it was Hers Coming Out Party. That's all it was. That's all that album was. Hers Coming Out Party. That's it.
See, we ain't even added R&B because that'd be one too.
I mean, you can't do R&B and rap.
Yeah, you can't do R&B and rap. Yeah,
that joint still might be the album of the year so far. If you talk about R&B, that still might be the album.
Yeah, ain't nothing close. Of course, ain't nothing close.
She was able to put on not one but 2 tours. Okay, she has The Back of My Mind, which is after the album. Then she did a festival, okay, in all the major cities, and got Maxwell as a co-headliner. Stop it. There is no stop it. But back to Meek's album, I'm gonna be and thank you, Josh, for saying it. Meek album is actually more well-rounded than Certified Lover Boy. Certified Lover Boy was just
it is. It's more well-rounded. I would say and its totality is more well-rounded. I know Drake fans gonna hate me for saying that, but
I mean it is what it is.
I'm about to say no, I doubt it. Because you got some Drake fans that didn't like that album, to be honest with you.
Certified Lover Boy had some hit and misses on the joint. That's all I'm saying. Had some hit and misses.
Exactly. Here's the biggest issue with Certified Lover Boy, and this is what I tell for people going forward when you're judging Drake. What I've grown to do, especially after the whole Quentin Miller scandal, is this: realize Drake for what he is, an artist. So when you judge him off of a artist standpoint, versus a rapper, because what most Drake fans like to do is, Drake, yeah, he top 5, top 3 rappers out right now. Ain't nobody touching Drake. I'm like, but he has writers, and we know he has writers. So when he gives you this singing stuff, you can't be upset with him, because I'm telling you, that's what he is. He said, "I'm actually Michael Jackson. The man standing in the mirror is going platinum." He's telling you, "I am a artist." That's it. That's what he is. He's an artist. He's nothing more. He makes good songs. When him and his writers get together and think of stuff, they can make some cold flows. And then when they want to make a catchy song and all that, they can do that. But he's an artist. He's not a rapper. He's not.
Oh my man. That's what we're doing.
I mean, that's literally what he is.
Do you have a rapper? That's
yeah. He's not a rapper. He's an artist.
And I came out this. I forgot Pooh Shiesty came out this year.
Yeah, I just think like Certified Lover Boy was like Drake went through his catalog and made like a quick playlist, like like in its totality. It looked like it was like certain songs should made the album. He probably left that off the album. That's what I felt when I listened to it. That's what it felt like. That's the only reason I say that.
All right, so who else coming out this year? We don't got much time.
Candyman.
Fallen 2 is coming out in a couple weeks. Yeah, Fallen 2 is coming out in a couple weeks.
You can't drop this year?
Yeah, Candyman himself coming out this year. Candyman has got this.
It did a sleeper. Probably Corday gonna drop this year. I already know Corday gonna drop some fire.
I mean, I'm looking forward to Fallen too. I want to see what that's gonna be like.
Why they don't miss to me, right? That's another story. If that's who you want, that's who you should put in the Big Sean category. He doesn't get the respect he deserves. He has a great catalog.
But he do it to himself, though. But he do it to himself.
Yeah, he does do it to himself.
He does it to himself, though.
I low-key kind of understand some of the frustration, though. He should be up there with the greats. Like, he should be in the Cole Kendrick discussion.
Yeah.
He is from that class.
But unlike them, he don't know when to just fall back. Just fall back. Let the work, you know what I'm saying? Let the album, let the music talk for you sometimes. You got the fan base behind you. Just let the music talk.
So why you think Wale? So why you think Wale not as big as Cole, Kendrick, or why do you think so?
Because of the way that he responds to fans.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's not the most well liked. He's not the most well liked.
No, he's not the fan. So you say he's not the fan favorite?
No.
Yeah, he's not.
But if you compare like overall music and stuff, he's up there though. He was the first. He was the first one with the Grammy. He was the first one with the Grammy with Loaded Flower Bomb.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Here's what you have. You have somebody that constantly gets emotional, and it's not a woman over what fans say. The fans are going to pick at that.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying?
So
like that's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like
is that his inner light skinners? Is it inner light skinners?
Yeah, I mean that's basically what it is. Like I remember when I was fun. Like I remember even like back in like 2013, 2014, you know what I'm saying? Like he would be on Twitter responding to people, man, get off my dick, F you, this and that. And I'm just like, Wale, you're rich. You have more money than them. Why are you wasting your time going back and forth? And then as soon as he responds, somebody take it to you. I got under Wale and he is sucker nigga. He this, he that. I'm like,
and he actually got crossover ability. Like he crossed over. Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
you don't get this.
That's just like that.
Because you gotta remember, he got his first break in the UK. He got his first break in the UK when he went out there with Mark Ronson back in the day.
He'll make it for real. He'll make a killing if he was like a commentator or something, like one of those like Joe Budden type of like commentators.
Yeah,
like he could actually make a killing like in that space. It's just that he's not liked. I don't know why. Like he made him so not likable for other artists.
It's because I just told you why. Because
he get his checks though. He
get emotional and go and get in an argument.
That's the crazy thing.
Exactly. And he goes into arguments with irrelevant people. Like I said, it's either fans on Twitter, number one. Number two, another thing that he does where he gets emotional. Remember when that announcer, when he was at the Wizards game, and they was like, well, we got a rapper in the building. Well, I believe of his name. He certainly know Drake. Wale got up, go over there to the announcer's table. I guess when he heard it blowing up on Twitter, go over there, talk to the guy. You ain't going to play with me. You ain't going to do this and that. Wale, who cares, man? Who cares? Just leave it alone. Like, seriously, who cares?
He's still loved in the DMV. He's still loved in the DMV.
He is, but at the same time, he
still loved, but the new guys got more buzz now. The new guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think he ever was truly loved in the DMV. Not ever.
He wasn't. I disagree. He was loved. He was loved. He was
never the most popular in the DMV. Not in DC, at least. He was never the most popular. It was always the next person up. He wasn't more popular. Fat Trail even was over him at one point in the DMV. Fat Trail was over him at one point. Then he went to Shaq.
You gotta understand. He wasn't. That's disrespectful. Don't do that.
No, I'm not saying as far as music. I'm talking as far as popularity.
Mr. Jones, no. Mr. Jones, no. You've been over there.
That was a hot take, Mr. Jones. But no, he was never more. But with the new guys, Wale, I don't think Wale is that big with the new generation. I would say that.
Yeah.
We grew up. We in the same age group as Wale, so we know when he was coming up. So it's different for us.
Yeah.
But if I ask my little brother about Wale, I guess okay. He'd probably bring up other DMV rappers like Q the Fool.
He'll say Shy Glizzy before he'll say Wale.
He say Shy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he say Shy Glizzy or Q the Fool. Or
that's what I'm saying.
Is a mother like DMV?
I'm not saying musically. He's always been. He's the greatest hip hop artist that ever come out to DMV. Can we agree with that? Hip hop artist. He's not the greatest artist for hip hop.
Yeah. I can't argue.
It will always be. Yeah, it will always be Chuck Brown.
Argument.
Chuck Brown will always be the GOAT. Chuck Brown's the GOAT.
Wale's the first.
But I can't argue with you on that one.
Tank.
But yeah.
Tank.
Oh, yeah, Tank. Yeah.
Don't we got Tank, Genuine. Who else came out of Tank, Genuine? Who else came out of this?
Oh. Okay, all right. So if you say hip hop artist, Corday.
Corday.
Yeah,
Corday.
He ain't close to Wale yet.
Nah, he not on Wale level.
He gotta drop at least 3 more. You gotta drop at least 3 more great albums.
He's going through mental health. He be all right. He's going through mental health.
He better not let her drag him down.
Exactly.
He better not let her drag him down.
No. DMV got some good artists. They got some good artists.
Yeah. You got just like Odyssey, you know.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about Demetrius Flannery and Terry Flannery. All right, their series on Stars. Definitely, to me, man, this is a dope show. First 2 episodes was definitely good. First episode, really had you up out of your seat, man, when Terry got shot in the face and you're like, oh shit. But obviously, if you know the BMF series, you know that Terry survives. Actually, Terry just got out of jail last year because of COVID. Yeah. And so Terry just got out of jail last year because of COVID. But overall, man, when you see the way that these young boys was able to roll through and everything, take over Detroit, then Terry went to Cali where they met their connect, and then Meech was in Atlanta holding it down. So they had chapters of it. When you really research what BMF was able to do, that shit was Amazon before Amazon. You know what I'm saying? It was a $500 million enterprise over multiple states. They was.
Yeah.
They live up to that damn name, that Black Mafia thing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Mafia. I remember back in the day, my nigga Blue Da Vinci used to rock the big chain and all that.
Yup, exactly.
He was so slept on. So slept on. I wish he never got locked. Blue Da Vinci was dope. But anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But no, it's like like we said before, it's weird. I ain't gonna say weird, but it's like crazy to see like the true stories getting played out into a scripted TV series. Yeah. And it's like no statute of limitations. Like no statute of limitations on it.
So they can tell the truth. I was just going to add on there. What I love is at the beginning of every episode, how they say most of these, how they do the little, you could tell 50 wrote that. Oh, this is loosely based off of, non-fictional things and, true events and all that. But most of this shit actually did happen.
Most of this shit
actually happened.
Hey, man, you gotta 50 gotta be careful. Don't reopen old cases. No,
Do you see any different? Do you see any difference from Power?
Yeah.
Pace wise, yes. Yeah, pace wise.
I'll let y'all see. Yeah.
I say it got a little different vibe than
I mean.
Power.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like the reason why it has a different vibe than Power is because it's a true story. And what 50 went to go do was, first of all, he casted Meech's son, who's an exact replica of him as far as looks, attitude, everything like that. And he went and visited Meech in jail and got the truth from him. He visited him and Terry. So, of course, it's going to have that different vibe because ain't nothing about this corny. Like, and I'm not going to throw a percentage around there because, like Tay said, I don't want to open up no cases or anything. But like the caption, a lot of that shit actually happened. So it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you want to watch it more because you know that it actually happened.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I said, it's crazy, like, seeing this joint, like, played out. Because we remember the documentary. Like, all the real shit. Like, all we remember the documentary. And they actually a scripted TV show out of Black Mafia. It's crazy.
You think it's gonna be up there? Because there's so many like shows about hustling and shit right now. You got Snowfall, Godfather, Harlem.
Nah. BMF gonna be up there. BMF gonna be up there. Because here's the thing with Snowfall. Exactly. And here's the problem with Snowfall. Snowfall actually could be more successful than what if rest in peace, John Cena have really used, Freeway Ricky Ross, like a lot of like allowing him to like give his insight instead of just going loosely off of like interviews and stuff that he had. Freeway Ricky Ross still pissed about that. He's like, look, he asked me, I gave him a number, they didn't want to pay me. And so I told them I wasn't going to cooperate. And so basically they went on ahead and did the series and went off of like interviews and documentaries.
Well, I mean, the first 2 seasons was masterful, though.
Yeah, Snowfall.
Of course. But I think BMF would be right up there with it, bro. 50 is literally, and I know y'all put this out, I think, 50 creating a Marvel universe for drug dealers, okay? He really is.
So a
hood series, a hood drug dealer series, he's making the Marvel universe.
Yeah, because I mean, The Wire will always be the GOAT, but
I think The Wire is probably my favorite of all.
It's still up there, yeah. The Wire's still up there, bro.
It's my
my favorite of all time.
It's my number 2 of all time. Sopranos.
What's your number 1?
Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
Not even close. Sopranos.
And
then number 3.
I want to say an unpopular opinion. I want to say an unpopular opinion. I like The Wire more than Sopranos.
It ain't unpopular.
I give you credit. Sopranos is a good series. I'm not.
That's just my taste because
I
love mob. Over it. I love the mob genre in general.
Yeah,
so.
But if you had a choice,
always
one to watch,
always bringing down your brother for the white man.
No, it's not even that.
You chose the white man. See, that's the problem. I
think The Wire is The Wire had better writers. The Wire had the best writers.
Okay, you want me to put my dashiki on and give you a?
No, it's very layered.
It's amazing. Go with those white men
because the levels of The Wire, they didn't stay on the street. No, but with The Wire though, they didn't stay on the street. You know what I mean? They went all the way up to the government. Like how they did the story writing was amazing. How they connected all that.
Now the way they did it, they showed you a different perspective, like how the drugs got in, the corruption, even on the political level.
But season 2 is very slept on. How it linked the rest of the series. Like season 2 is
I
very
didn't
slept
like
on. People
season
sleep on
2.
it because it's paced slow.
I
It's
didn't
slow.
like season 2.
It's
Yeah, the
slow.
pace is too slow. I didn't like because you gotta look at it. You going from season 1, then you look at season 2. That's a
But how
huge
season
step.
2, literally season 2 connected to the end of The Wire, though. That's masterful writing.
No,
we get that.
We get that. But it was just too slow, bro. Yeah, season 2 focused on how the drugs got into the city. It focused more on how the drugs got
but
into
now,
the city.
So
I say
so
go ahead.
What?
no, I was about to say. So are we going to put out of all the shows we named, where you putting Breaking Bad?
3.
Because Breaking Bad is up there.
3.
Breaking Bad is 3.
3.
I want to say 3.
And the crazy thing about Breaking Bad, what makes it better than the other shows, Breaking Bad is the only one that had the perfect ending. The Wire could have won another season or 2. How they ended that.
They didn't know how to end The Wire, bro.
And the surprise, I think David Chase ain't want to kill Tony, but we know the dude in Members Jacket got Tony.
Yeah.
Man, only bad part about The Wire should have kept going. The Wire should have kept going on talking how the young boys coming to like replace the old guys, like how they coming to. That's what they should have kept going with The Wire.
But you know what happened, right? And why they ended The Wire? Because Baltimore police had got upset over their patrol and basically threatened to take their hands off of the city. They was like, we won't defend anybody anymore. So if y'all call us, we not coming out there. Fuck y'all. If y'all want to keep portraying us like this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember the police chief and shit came out in the interview, said that bullshit. Yeah, he did. He came out like, they
but now I'm gonna be honest,
like dirty cops.
That writing was great though. And you know what the best character on that joint will always be is Slim Charles. He was always the smartest. Slim Charles the smartest. He knew his position. He played it perfectly. He's the only one that lived. He was the only one that lived. Okay. Yes, he always played his position.
Marlo didn't die. Marlo became a businessman.
But technically, if you look at the theatric of it, Marlo died. Marlo, the drug dealer, died. He transitioned. That was the death of Marlo.
He lost his crown just like that.
If you get if you see at the end, nobody knew his name. The young boy. That was the death of Marlo, the drug dealer.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Slim the only one to survive.
Technically, Marlo died. Technically, his character died. I'm talking about the king.
Yeah.
He never wanted the crowd that ended up getting
it. Man, listen. Slim Charles is a shapeshifter. He was on 3 different crews. He was on Barksdale, then Prop Joe, then Marlo. All that.
He was always loyal. He never worked for Marlo.
No, he never. He had to. At one point, he had to do business with Marlo.
But he always, and it's just, he did the crazy shit. Every time he gave good advice and they never listened, something fucked up happened to him. From Barksdale to Bodie to Prop Joe.
Barksdale got to, hone on trying to take out Marlo, and that messed his money up.
Yeah, it's time to get these people up out of here. I'm gonna go and call the police.
It's
like, nah, with y'all.
Oh my god, this dude up here. Go, hey bro, make sure you sound very white on the phone. Make sure you sound very white. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh yeah, so Mr. Jones. Exactly. But look though, so BMF series I think is going to be up there. Salute to 50 as well. He got an El Chapo series coming out too. Like 50 is on it, bro. 50 got an El Chapo series coming. Yeah, check it to IG.
Hold on. How the fuck?
So you doing what Narco should have did? You doing what Narco should have did?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he did. He took a shot at Narcos. He was like, "Oh, y'all like Narcos? Y'all really gonna like this."
Man, but Narcos actually show El Chapo in his beginning stage before he became El Chapo. If you watch the last season, that was El Chapo. El Chapo was in there. He was a small time before he made it.
He was small time by that time.
And then when they gonna do some Griselda shit too, man. I'm waiting for some Griselda shit.
Man. Hey, bro.
That's basically what Queen of the South was. That's basically what Queen of the South was.
But then they 50 should come to how about 50 come to DC and do the 80s?
Well, Rayford?
Yeah, it's many drug dealers in the 80s, bro. Outside of Rayford, it was many drug dealers. Rayford was the biggest.
It is.
Yeah, it was many drug dealers back in the 80s.
Only way they're gonna do DC, they're gonna connect it with New York somehow. They're gonna connect it with New York somehow.
They're gonna connect.
What he should do is do the same eras, but like make them somewhat interconnect. Make like the Marvel universe.
So they should do the Dodge City days, huh?
Yeah. Like you can do New York, you can do DC, Detroit, and somehow like get them like somewhat in the same timeline.
Well, Chicago would be a good one, but it'd be a matter of time when you go to LA.
Like say for example, they could show they could show like Rayful Edmonds at a like a boxing match and BMF and meet different drug dealers. Like you get what I'm trying to say, like put them in one scene, like a little monologue. You know what I mean? Keep them all, in.
You think Rayful will make a good story?
I think Rayful make a
not really.
Yeah, Rayful make a good story.
He'll make a good one.
Rayful would, yeah. And Wayne Perry and all that, yeah, he would. But all right, Mr. Jones, real quick, man,
you got a bunch of.
Yeah, Mr. Jones, you got the floor. You could talk about Sopranos if you want.
Oh yeah, Sopranos movie did come out many states in Newark. It's pretty much a prequel about Chris Maltasante on there, his dad. He was pretty much the one that kind of ran it before all of them. But it did close a lot of stuff for the original Sopranos story. Make you want to watch the Sopranos because he finally found out who really killed Chris's father at the end. Because in the Sopranos story, pretty much Tony told Chris that an undercover Fed killed him, and he went ahead and killed the undercover Fed, made him go crazy and shit. But it was actually the uncle that set that up, which was kind of crazy, Uncle Junior. Because like everybody be thinking Junior soft on there, but he always be making the decisions, getting them killed, and he don't want to shot Tony.
I stay away from them juniors.
Yeah, but it was a good movie though. It was a good. It's pretty much what El Camino should have did to Breaking Bad. Yeah, even though it was a prequel, it was good. It was a good like tie-in for hardcore fans. And honestly, if David Chase wanted to capitalize on it and make a series out of the beginning, he can. It's based on this alone. And there was a lot of like Easter eggs and puns and all that too that made it good for the hardcore Sopranos fans. So, I mean, if I gave a rating like 1 out of 5, I give it a solid 3.5 because it was sporadic all over the place, and it's one of those stories that shouldn't been a 2-hour movie. It should have been a TV series, honestly.
That's what I felt. Truthfully, that's what I felt. I felt it should have been a TV series too.
It should have been a TV series because they didn't even get into how like crazy, Tony Fava really was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good. I watched it 3 times.
Yeah, and plus we in the era of streaming, so they could have made it a series and just make it.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the last great mafia movie you're probably ever going to see is The Irishman, because I think that genre is slowly not, what I mean. I'm not saying it's dying, but it's not the same as it used to be. It ain't gonna be as great as it was like in the 90s.
Well, you gotta get a new demographic that that watch the mob movies. I'm talking about the younger generation.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's a new demographic. It's the whole.
Yeah. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Another thing too is with the whole Black Lives. No. It's all good. It's Black Lives Matter now. So you see the way the Italians actually used to feel about Black people. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that takes away from it too. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it. It's portrayed in the movies when these effing niggas and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's one of those where people like, yeah. Exactly. So it's one of those where you like, well, you know what? Fuck them at the end of the day. And most of them snitching on each other anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It is what it is. That's why Power and all that having the success that it is in BMF and all that, because they like, all right, well, leave the Italians alone. We're gonna go over here. Our people celebrate.
But it was about time that happened. It was about time that really happened, because other than The Wire, what did we have until like Power and them start coming out? We had miniseries.
Well,
you had movies. Yeah, movies in the 90s.
You had The Corner.
The Corner is the pilot.
Well,
that's like a pilot
turned into The Wire.
Yeah,
but it's made by the same person. It's made by the same person.
Exactly.
It's made by the same person.
Mr. Jones.
You know the funny part about The Corner, bro? All the drug addicts were cops on The Wire. From The Corner.
Pretty much.
Oh, right.
That's pretty much it. It's the same actors. Same actor.
Yeah,
It's the same actors, yeah.
it's pretty much the pilot to The Wire.
It's like a Zorro land, like everything switched.
It's like crazy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, man. I'm your host, MT, signing off. It's football time, y'all. With me and my co-host,
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones. Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me. Down below to the flow.
It's your boy Tay, 1/2 Sports Talk Tay and Josh.
It's your boy Josh Ox on Sports Talk 10 Josh Podcast. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
Yep.
Peace.
Oh yeah, you know what? And I apologize, fellas. Next Sunday, once y'all release y'all episode again, we're gonna go ahead and talk about these power rankings too. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh,
You don't like our power rankings?
Yeah. It's not that.
Matter of fact,
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Power rankings are great for a non-PPR league. You know, y'all power rankings are great. Nah,